So good evening, everyone. I'm going to be short, but I do have a few people I'd like to thank. First of all the employees of Victoria Gold that worked very hard to make this happen. And then two particular gentlemen, our COO, Mark Aranto, and our CFO, Marty Rendell. We've been at this for more than 10 years now, and I must say they're both in their mid-40s, and I've got two of the hardest working young men on our team, and I'm very proud of what they've done. And there are two guys that one was tasked to build the mine, and the other is now tasked with operating it. First, Tony George, and Dave Rouleau, who's at site. We also have a couple of Victoria's directors here today. First is Jacques Perron, right there in front. Raise your hand, Jacques. And Sean Rusin. I'll talk a little more about Mr. Rusin in a minute. And the third director that's here is also our chairman, Sean Harvey. And I'd like to say a special thanks to Sean. You know, Sean and I met for the first time at our first Victoria board meeting about 12 years ago. Since, we've become good friends and business partners. And Sean, we could not have done it without you. Thank you very much. And a big thank you to our financiers, Osisko Royalties. I talked about Sean, Brian's here, and Joseph. And then Orion. I don't know if Oscar came, but he was a tough negotiator, but we got there. I know John Lamb's here. I talked to him. And the other fellow we work with closely is John Bohr Vince. And finally, a big thank you to my wife, Tara. As you all know, it's been a 10-year journey, and there's lots of ups and downs, and she got me through the downs. Also like to make a couple of introductions of people that are here. The Yukon Deputy Premier, Ranj Pillay. I see him over there. Thank you, Ranj. Dave Morrison, I know he's here somewhere. I'm not quite sure what to call Dave because he retired at the end of August, but prior to that he was the Chief of Staff for the government and really helped us out with a lot of things. Also here is Paul Moore, the Deputy Minister of EMR. There's a couple of other guests that have really made this thing happen. In particular, I know he's here, Hugh Agro, right here in front. You know, the whole idea of acquiring Strata Gold and the Eagle project was Hugh's idea, and he's been a cheerleader ever since. Thank you, Hugh. I can't see the site, but at Eagle, we have Premier Sandy Silver. He's at the site, and he's actually going to pour the first gold bar from the Eagle mine. I'm just going to show a short video that's a little bit of, it's going to probably take about 2.5 minutes, and hopefully it captures a 1.5 years of construction. Mr. Rusin, that blast was for you. Now, can we go live to New York? There's Dave.
Hi, John. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Dave?
Not bad at all. Not bad at all, John.
You're all set?
We are all set, John. We've had a couple of busy days up here at the Eagle site preparing for Victoria's Gold's first gold part. We're really excited. We had an excellent couple of days doing the carbon strip. We did the electric winning cycle. We got through the wash and the drying cycle. And this morning, we added the fluxes with the gold concentrate. And what you see now in the induction oven is a mixture of everybody's hard work over the past 10 years and then recently the past few years building this operation, so which is the largest gold mine in the Yukon. So, John, if you're ready, we're ready for the gold pour here.
Dave, I have one question.
Go for it.
Is there any gold?
You know what, John? I know that there's gold in them there, So, with no further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our Victoria Gold pouring team. Behind the induction furnace is Matthew Mock. He's our process manager. And over to his left or right, we've got our premier, Sandy Silver, who is dressed up in a silver suit. And this team is ready to pour gold. So I'm going to get out of the way, John, and make this a memorable period. Okay? Okay.
Well, that looks pretty good to me.
I think it looks really excellent, John. It's a nice looking pour.
Thank you, Dave. Now we're going to have a toast here.
Okay, well, you guys have a fun time down in Denver. Those in Whitehorse, enjoy, and we're going to go down for a little dinner and get fed up here and maybe have some near beer.
Thanks, Dave.
Take care.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks for coming out.